Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at the stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, they've got Jones. Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Here's Giddey. Jones from outside. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 25 points last game. And he slams it one-handed.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jones kicks to Smith over Hartenstein. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Jones.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. Bangs home the trifecta. Giddey's got 5 minutes.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Dort kicks to SGA. From the arc. Rebound by Smith. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Jones from deep three-point land. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Oklahoma City has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside.
Yeah, nice job that time by Williams, finding a way to get to the rim and finishing with a dunk.
Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Okoro. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Bulls, Miller comes in for Okoro. And it's Sexton in for Trey Jones. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Miller outside, and that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. For 3, it's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago leading by 10. Beyond the arc, rebound by Williams.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. The shot by Williams, no good.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Wasted no time on that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. Takes it inside. It's all in by the Bulls.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Drills it from outside. Buzelis has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bulls lead by 12. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
They got Zach Collins. Patrick Williams is out there with Miller. Then there's Sexton. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Holmgren finds Mitchell. From downtown, Collins grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 14. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Bulls, Okoro's checked in for Patrick Williams. Josh Giddey comes in for Anfernee Simons. And Jones subbed in for Colin Sexton. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Shots good by Miller.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And it's SGA missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Giddey the pass to Miller. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thunder trailing by 17. Outside, SGA. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Miller, that's for two. Again, Chicago.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. That one's off, still out of sync. Bulls leading by 19 points. Okoro kicks to Collins. Miller outside. Another three for Chicago.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. And Buzelis subbed in for Miller. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Dort. The three buries the long-range jumper. Dort's got his second bucket of the night.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Giddey, no good. Thunder trailing by 21. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he put it down hard.
Watch out below. Woo! Man, Jalen Williams auditioning for the dunk contest. That was nasty.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And the basket by Jones.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Here's Smith. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's SGA. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. A three-pointer is right on target.
Always has his head up, getting unselfish with it.
Oklahoma City shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. And Dort gets it to go. Three-pointer. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Smith. Buzelis has got 9 points.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And so it's Chicago in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Guys, how can they turn this thing around?
Well, they got to come in the second half angry. Like me. Whenever Shaq shows up late, like he did today,
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Bulls. And that about wraps.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Bulls leading by 23. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward.
Now, what a move by Williams. He put his head down and drove straight to the rim.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. On the basket by Jones.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jones has got 12.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Over in the corner, Williams hands it from downtown.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
The Bulls leading by 23. Pass to Okoro. Giddey kicks to Okoro. Over Williams. Again, Chicago.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
It's Dort on the wing. Off target from outside. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. On the basket by Jones.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Holmgren outside. A three-pointer off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Jones, no luck.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
North of the border? He's north of the rim.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. And there's Holmgren, that's good, on the assist by SGA. SGA's got 5 assists in the game. Back to Jones. SGA with the steal. Pass to Williams. Down low. And stolen by Sexton. Jones for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Williams passes to Williams. Holmgren wide open. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Buzelis. Jones from outside. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's SGA. Plays it up and banks it in. SGA's got 11.
And if SGA gets a step on the defense, it's over. Look how quick he is to the rim.
Jones for three. Another three for Chicago.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Williams' shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, capable of torching you in just so many ways. You have to guard Sexton close, or this is what will happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter. Jones from outside. No good on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Anthony Simons. Collins is out there with Miller. Then it's Williams. And it's Sexton in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The three, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Miller outside, shoots the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. With the drive, Joe can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. For the three, Miller, no luck. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Wallace, and he banks in the layup.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Joe with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's 7 points for Wallace.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Sexton for 3. And the Bulls with another miss. The Thunder have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 22. Miller outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Chicago making a switch here. Abusele's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Outside, SGA. Wiggins passes to SGA. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Sexton. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Thunder shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. SGA kicks to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Bulls. There's Miller with the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
There's Williams with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Williams finishing it off.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Took him no time at all on that one. Miller's got 12 points here in the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Nice shot by SGA.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
On the wing, Miller from past the arc, and the Bulls another three.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
Shot from free throw range. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Simon. Good.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Here's Yabusele. Here's Miller. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Miller's got 33.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins, a screen on Simon. Another miss by SGA. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Can't nail the jumper. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here